Yo, and hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Showcase Showdown. I am Mike, Season 1 champ, winner. That's the loser over there. His name's Chris from Missouri. But hey, Chris, how are you?
Well, I am doing real well, Mike. I'm looking forward to this a lot. I liken this since this is season 2. Remember back in Rocky 1, Rocky lost the fight. But you know what he won? He won over the fans. And so this is season 2. And I get a new fresh start, get a chance to become the showcase champ. So there you go.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good analogy now that I think about it. I don't want you to be the Rocky Balboa of this show, but I'm going to try to be Clubber Lang and just put you in submission. No, last season was great. I had so much fun getting with you every week and putting on a showcase of great cards by great players. And our collections are so similar. There were some that were really tight. There were some that were blowouts on both sides. Sometimes you cheated. All that's good. Hey, just spitting truth here. Are you feeling okay? Because I know you had a little bit of a mishap. Are you okay to go?
No concussion here, but just to tell everybody that watching, we had a card show this past weekend, and we had other YouTubers at this card show with me. We had Jason Everyday Collector, and I had Billy Ballgame and some other friends. And after the show, I was in an accident with my truck, and so I have all the cards and stuff that I was selling and the cards that I bought sitting in the truck, and they were towing my truck away. And so I would not let them take my truck. And, but no, everything's okay. I got my cards. I'm all right.
Well, good. I'm glad it wasn't worse than it could have been. I'm glad Shannon wasn't calling me going, Mike, what do I do? That's not a phone call any friend wants to get at all, ever. I'm glad you're okay.
And Mike, the YouTubers, Jason and Billy, came and took care of me, made sure I got home and all that kind of stuff. So the community was hard at work that day.
Yeah, they always are. And, we're going to show some awesome cards, but I want to tell you about our sponsor of this show, Chris, because we have a sponsor of the show, and it's the Penny Sleever. And so for those of you that don't know, you can go to thepennysleever.com. I've got the banner running down below. You can enter promo code SHOWCASE. You can get 10% off your first order. They have an amazing array of supplies. They were great. Isaac and the Penny Sleever were our sponsors at the YouTube get-together at the National. And so just great folks over there at the Penny Sleever. Make sure you go check out the website. The link will be in the description below. Don't forget to use the code SHOWCASE to get 10% off any of the supplies that you need. Go check them out. So we're excited to have them back as sponsors for season 2. So thank you to them. All right, Chris, we're gonna just go with a bang on season 2 here. We're gonna start it off with an amazing player, Stan Musial, the man himself, best Cardinal player ever. Like, you can't really count Pujols. He would be maybe the second best, I would think. But I'd love to hear down below from any Cardinals fans. Is Musial the best Cardinals player ever? I would say yes, because he played his whole 22 season career with the Cardinals.
He had everything going for him. Many times an all-star, played his whole life there, lived there, which, players like Rogers Hornsby didn't play there the whole time. And he would be considered one of the top players to ever play for the Cardinals. Bob Gibson, such a storied franchise, but, there's a reason that he has the biggest statue in front of the stadium. So,
yeah. 3,000 hit club, just absolutely amazing stats. What a great hitter. I heard something. I can't remember I'm not going to look it up right now, but he had the exact same number of hits on the road as he did at home. if I
Something
remember.
like that. Mm-hmm.
And it's something unusual, meaning he didn't care where he played; he could just hit. And he largely went, I guess, like in cards. Stan Musial's card history is very interesting because he had some early Bowman cards, and then he didn't have his first Topps card all the way until 1958 when he had an All-Star card. And so we're going to show that cardboard history and just realize there's going to be some gaps there, guys, because as long as Musial played, he didn't have cards every year, which is bad for us as collectors, right, Chris?
Sure. And, he actually played as long as almost anybody. He's probably in the top 10 as far as seasons played, and then plus he lost a little bit to the war, but again, he has some weird cards out there, but they're not continuous. And that is a shame. I think that's the card collector's loss, because there's a lot of sets. Man, wouldn't you like to see him in the 52 Topps and just a bunch of different sets that we don't get to see Stan Musial in? But man, looking forward to showing these cards.
Yeah. Well, let's get into showdown mode. We'll go ahead and get this puppy started, and we'll, I'm sure, tell some more anecdotes as we go. But Chris, before I put us in showdown mode, tell everybody how this works. Some people may not have seen season 1, so give them the rules and how this thing goes.
Well, I like this part. I hope I haven't forgot. It's been so long, but I tell everybody this is my favorite hour, and it's not going to be an hour, but this is my favorite hour on YouTube for the week. And so if I'm watching this, I press pause and I go to my collection and get out all my Stan Musial stuff, and we put them in order from the newest card all the way back to his first card. And then what we do is we show the cards, and if it is slabbed, if it is graded by the 3 or 4, best slab, what we figure is the best companies to grade cards, we get 5 points for having the card, period. And then we get the total numbers. Let's say it's a Stan Musial's in a 4. We get to take that 5 points for having the card and then 4 points for the grade, and that goes toward our total. And if you guys would help me keep an eye on Mike, because he does tally them up, and sometimes I don't know if he's cheating there. He's trying to pull one past us, but at the end, towards the middle, he'll tell us what our score is, and you guys keep track at home. And then at the end, he'll tally up our scores, and we'll see who the winner is and see how you guys do compared to us. And let us know in the comments. Let us know, give us your thoughts, and then also let us know what your scores are, because I believe Stan Musial, with my fan base, is a lot smaller than your fan base, and mine's pretty cool. But I would imagine Stan Musial was collected by a lot of people that you and I know and we are friends with, and that's probably watching this show. And then just follow along and have fun. And I forgot to tell them that the rookie card, which today we have 2 rookie cards, is worth double the points. So, just keep that in mind, because we put a premium on having the rookie card. That being said, did I forget anything?
I think that's a great way to start season 2, letting everybody know the rules, and let's get this party started. Let's go to showdown mode.
I wish you luck. It's just not necessarily good luck, Mike.
I think this is going to be close. So I am the home team, since I won not only the last one, but pretty much, I don't know, most of them last year. Just saying, you get to go first. 1963 Topps, Stan Musial's last card. What do you got?
Well, you're right. Correct. So what I'm going to show is my 1963 in a PSA 6. Beautiful card.
I have a PSA 8, but it is miscut, so that makes it a 6 for what we're doing. It's tied. Look at us starting off season 2 tied.
Oh, it's a different. You started off every time on every player ahead, and I always had to work from behind. But I want to show this card. I want to show this card right here. It's 1963, Stan Musial and Willie Mays. A lot of people have this card. It's a beautiful card. Two great players. And then I also want to show, I believe this is a 63 as well, his 63 Bazooka.
Bazooka.
And there you go.
Let's move on to 1962. Great card here. I have it in a PSA 6.
Okay. Oh, I have mine. Let's see. I have mine in a 5.
Okay.
So that means you take a 2-point lead, or a 1-point lead, but I should get something for this. This is a 1962 Venezuelan card.
Well, then I should get something for this. Here's a 62 autographed.
Okay. Well, then I should get something for this. This is his Musial plays last season.
Oh, I have that too. Come on. That's like everybody has that card. Come on.
Okay. So, Mike, take this time real quick and tell them with your 1-point lead that we're not just doing his run today. We're adding 2 players to his run.
2 cards.
And I've 2 cards. And I've agreed to this up front. We haven't shown them yet. I think they're worthy of showing, and I think they're worthy of us counting them. So
yeah, his base run is 10 cards. Shockingly, only 10. And so we added 2 others that are significant that you'll see here shortly. But let's go to 61. We're in the top tier still, which is great.
And this is me. Now, I hope to get that 1 point back.
You do.
I have mine in a 7.
Wow. That's a nice card.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're going to get not only 1 point, you're going to get 2. You're going to take the lead because I only have a 5.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, it's been nice playing this game. I'll take the win. We just need to probably stop right there.
Well, too bad. Let's go to 1960. Another great card of Stan. I have a 5 in that.
Well, I have a 4.
And here we are tied again. This is good. I think this is going to be standard for this one.
I showed this 1960 card when we did Ted Williams, and it's a McFadden, and it's Musial and Ted Williams, and it's a lovely card. I just kind of wanted to break that out and show that again.
That is cool.
Yeah.
You're up for 59.
I'm up for 59, and I have a 5.
I have the dreaded half grade 3.5. But I also have a 3 that's autographed with a 10 auto. So
no, you do not get 16.5 points for that
come
card.
on. That's a lot of grading right there. That's a lot of numbers that should be counted.
I'm sure you have this card as well.
So would you have a 5? You had a 5 in the 59?
I had a 5 in the 59. No, I had a 6.
Did you really?
Nope, had a 5.
Golly. See, y'all have to watch Chris. You don't have to worry about me cheating.
Well,
good grief.
I tell you, it's I can't tell you how many people watch this show that love it when I do this number. They make fun of it. So
all right, my turn on 58, because we are going to show the 58 All-Star, which was his first Topps card, such a significant card and such a great card. Mine is in a PSA 7.
Mine is in a PSA 7.
Dang it. Thought I was going to get you. Not a tough card, not an expensive card, but to me, I just love the colors, and that is such a cool card to me. I thought I was going to get you on that one. We are halfway through, Chris. Do you want to know where you stand?
I think I do. I still feel good about this. So, yeah, go right ahead.
You're at 64. I am at 62.5. So you have a 1.5 point lead right now.
Halfway through, almost halfway through. But
yeah,
I wanted to show this card.
Sure.
This is a 1955 Rawlings card. And I was walking the National with Don, Field of Dreams, and we saw the box intact. Not, this isn't that card, but we saw the Rawlings box intact that had his glove and all that.
Yeah.
And that's a well sought out card and stuff. So, okay, whose turn?
Your turn. 54.
Okay, so we're showing, and I'm skeptic to show this because you were really eager to show your red heart and have the red heart. And I love this card, one of the prettiest cards, but I have a 5. And look how pretty that is.
That's one better than my PSA 4.
Oh, well, I'm glad we're showing this card.
It needed to be shown because we go from 58 down to 54. There's not many cards left for me to make up this ground here. I'm kind of concerned here. All right.
And that 54 red heart, that's one set. I mean, anytime Musial has a card in something, it's great. But that 54 red heart set's 33 cards, and Mantle carries the set probably price-wise, but Musial is, I think, the prettiest card, and I also think it's probably the second best card in that 54 set as far as value goes. What about you? You think that?
Totally. But there's Spawn, Ralph Kiner. I'm trying to think of other Hall of Famers.
Duke Snyder.
That might be one I go for a Hall of Famer run later once I finish the 1,000 other projects I'm working on. But
sure.
Because I'll need something else to collect, when I'm done with all that. But this is one of the prettiest cards in all of sports cards, period, is the 53 Bowman Color Stan Musial. I bought this a long time ago. I have a PSA 3.
Ooh, I thought you were going to get a ton of points back from it because, that 3 is beautiful. I have a 2.
Okay.
And, it's that you're right. That's a beautiful card. So now we're at 52, and I can show this 52 and then I have quite a bit of 52 Mantle or Musials.
You mentioned earlier how great he doesn't have a Topps card. We're going to show his Bowman card as the official card, but how cool would Stan Musial's 52 Topps card be? That would just be crazy awesome.
Legendary. Yeah. Now, this 52 Bowman, I'm going to show it first. I have mine in a 5.5.
Dang it. I thought I was going to get something. I only have a 5.
Ooh, okay.
Golly.
So while we're getting ready to show another card, I'm going to show this 52 Burke Ross.
Love that. Absolutely. Love it.
Yeah. And then, Mike, I've really started enjoying these cards here, and they're the 52 Wheaties. So if you want to get a Musial that's not very expensive, here's your card right here. In that same set, he had a inaction, what they call an inaction card.
Yeah.
And then in 51, here's another Wheaties card. So
those are awesome.
To show those. So it's getting down to the wire. Do you think you have enough gumption to catch up here?
No, I don't, but I'm going to try.
I think you do.
49 Bowman. This is the last non-rookie card we're going to show. This card can come in so many different colors. The shades of blue/purple in this card. It's pretty amazing. I have a PSA 3.
I have an SGC 3.
Man,
beautiful.
No blood on that card. Now it's coming down to the rookies. Woo.
I want to show this 49 sports stamps too, by the way. Another fairly inexpensive way to get a Musial card.
Yeah, Musial stuff is not nearly as expensive as I think it should be given his career as a ball player. Obviously in St. Louis area, Kansas City, St. Louis, Missouri, he's very well respected in the hobby and lots of hobby love there. But outside of that, I mean, his cards aren't cheap, but they're not crazy expensive given his accolades in the sport.
Well, so I did a video a while back about a guy that played for the St. Louis Browns. Okay, Bud Thomas is his name from my hometown, and he would tell the story that he was such a likable guy in the area, and the Browns would get together and have a reunion. And since they shared the same sports stadium back in the day,
Sportsman Park, right?
yeah, and he would show up to the Browns reunion because they all shared the same locker room, and he would come and you'd see this on occasion, but he'd play his harmonica, and he's known for at the Baseball Hall of Fame when they did the induction for years. He would entertain the crowd by playing, Take Me Out to the Ball Game or something. And, at that card show that I was at this weekend, which is, an hour and a half away from St. Louis, every vintage guy there had something, had Stan Musial represented with something. And, he's just super, super guy to collect. So you're going to tell everybody the score right now and make sure you get that pencil, that eraser is not near as sharp as that pencil lead. Okay.
You have a 2-point lead right now heading into the rookies.
I might have to rewatch this and double check that and file a grievance, but
I'm saying you have a lead. What are you talking about?
It scares me. I think you're. So am I up?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to show I'm going to show the Bowman. Okay.
Right. I'm ready.
And this makes me nervous. I mean, seriously, this is coming down to the very end, and this makes me nervous. But the 48 Bowman Stan Musial, I have a 3.
Well, I have a 4, and since it's worth double, we are now tied.
Hold on 1 second.
Doesn't that seem appropriate?
Golly. Okay, I can't even cheat. So we're tied into the last card,
which is technically 49 leaf, but it says 40. This is considered a Musial rookie card, and it's his leaf. Again, every color of blue you can imagine that shows up on this card. I think we should show them at the same time, just so there's no. Come on.
Okay.
We'll
show them at the same time, but I think I know what your card is because I think I've seen you show it before on one of your videos.
Well, somebody's getting a walk-off here. So
somebody's getting a walk-off. And right. if I knew it was going to be you would be getting a brushback pitch right now. But
you ready?
Ready? 1.
Go. I have a 2.5. You have a 2. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
Frank the Tank. Oh my gosh. That doesn't hurt at all. That is fantastic.
Oh, golly.
139.5 for you, 130.5 for me. That's how you do a season opener. That's how you do opening day right there for season 2.
Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to come back from this. I mean, I'm going to have to go to therapy. So you won by a point?
1 point. Yes.
Oh.
And it came down to the last card.
Okay, I could have bought a better Stan Musial surely at the show this past weekend. Man.
Do you want to re-record this or
No. I'll let you sit in that chair again. The next time we do this.
Come on, Chris. You're used to this. Let's just be honest. No, that was fun. We both have an amazing. Great cards for both of us. We both have them all, which is also fun. And so now we have to look and see who our next Showcase Showdown person is, who we're going to show. Let's pull up the wheel of names. Dum, dum, dum. So what we did over the off season, it's funny how I'm using this as like a baseball reference, but during the off season, Chris and I got together and we added a whole bunch of other players that were not on the season 1 list. We left some carryovers that we didn't get to during season 1. And so we have 14 names on here right now, including Brett, Killebrew, Morgan, Gehrig, Doby, Gary Carter, DiMaggio, Drysdale, Ford, Snyder, Feller, Irvin, Kiner, and Cepeda. So lots of great players here. Most of them totally vintage. Some of them creep into the 80s for sure. Brett, for example, Carter, Morgan, etc. But we're going to have a really good time with this list of names over the next number of weeks. So, Chris, you ready for me to spin it? See who we do next week?
I am. And so when I look at those names, I like the fact that there's, it just a who's who again of cards, players to collect. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking there's just one or two that I don't want it to get on there right now. I don't want it to hit. So
you don't want it to hit Gehrig, I promise.
Well, only reason I'm not going to go out and try to purchase Gehrig's to catch up with you. So I might just sit back and relax and watch that one and show what I do have. But there's a couple of them that I've been collecting, not quite finished yet, and so I want them to stay away from that. But other than that, yes, I'm ready for you to do your thing.
All right, here we go. Let's see who's next week's player to be highlighted on Showcase Showdown. Joe Morgan. All right.
Okay.
So definitely, a more modern guy and a guy that has a lot of cards. We will only, on guys like this, we're only going to do the tops run, by the way, for everybody. We may show some other ones, Donruss and what else? Donruss and
Fleer
and whatever else we have. But we will only count the tops cards for Joe Morgan, George Brett, Gary Carter, guys like that. So that is it, man. That'll be fun next week. So want to know, Chris, thank you. Thanks for coming on. And
yeah. So I'm looking at it like this. During the off season, I've been working out, right? And so you might have won the first round, but we got plenty more rounds left. This basically is a 15-round boxing match, just like back in the day. So looking forward to it.
Fair enough. Long season ahead. We hope you guys join us along the way. Thanks for watching this one. We'll talk to you guys soon and keep collecting.